Things to know before visiting Galapagos Islands. 1. You'll want some cash. One of the key things to know before a Galapagos trip is that you will want to take some cash with you, and you might even need to take all your spending money in cash. This is because there are only ATMs on a couple of the islands. In fact, most islands are completely uninhabited. 2. Bring your best camera. If you're trying to decide between your camera and your phone, then bring your best camera to the Galapagos Islands. There are so many superb opportunities to get excellent pictures that it would be a shame to miss out, especially if your phone only takes pictures that are so-so. 3. There is an entrance fee. Entry to the Galapagos National Park is not free. There is an entry fee to get in, and this costs $100 per person for adults, and children pay $50 to get in. Visitors from some countries, such as those in the Andean community, pay a discounted rate to enter the Galapagos. 4. Transport is limited. Some people might mistakenly think that they can turn up in the Galapagos Islands and island hop from one place to another to get to see everything. While it is possible to get boats between some of the islands, these only run a couple of days a week, so this is not very practical for visitors who have limited time. Additionally, it is not possible to take ferries to many of the islands that you would get to see on a cruise. So, deciding to island hop may be deciding to miss out. 5. You can't just wander anywhere. One of the important things to know before going to the Galapagos is that you do not get access to everywhere once you land on an island. To conserve the national park and the wildlife within it, you will be kept to clearly defined trails. Straying off them could be damaging to the wildlife and is strictly prohibited. 6. You might want some seasickness pills. One of the most invaluable Galapagos Islands tips you may get is take some seasickness pills with you. After all, the Galapagos Islands sit several hundred miles off the coast of Ecuador in the Pacific Ocean. You will be sure to experience some choppy seas at some point during your Galapagos cruise, and being prepared for this will make it a more pleasant experience. 7. Not all boats go to all islands. Arguably, one of the most important things to know before a Galapagos trip is that not all cruise boats go to all of the islands. There isn't one set tour that every cruise follows. Some cruises run for as few as 4 days, while others run up to 15 days. There are many islands and visitor sites on the Galapagos Islands. 8. You won't be the only group visiting the island. The Galapagos National Park Authority has done a good job of working with Galapagos Islands cruise operators to ensure that not too many boats are going to an island at any one time. However, that does not mean that you'll get a visitor site or island to yourselves. 9. Galapagos government regulations. When arriving at the Galapagos at the immigration office, you will be required to present a domestic round air ticket, a hotel, or cruise reservation. In case you are not staying at a hotel, or cruise an invitation letter from a Galapagos resident. These conditions are obligatory, and if not presented, passengers will not be allowed in the islands. 10. Health insurance. Upon your arrival in Galapagos at the airport immigration office, you must present health insurance details, which must be valid throughout your stay in Ecuador. Things to do in Galapagos Islands. 1. Meet the giant tortoises. Prided as the symbol of the Galapagos Islands, these magnificent creatures can weigh up to 900 pounds and live for over 150 years in captivity. Take a trip to El Chato Tortoise Reserve and meet the iconic giant tortoises of the Galapagos in person. 2. Tropical bird watching. Aside from giant tortoises, the Galapagos Islands are home to 19 resident species of birds, with 5 of them endemic. The Galapagos Islands is an absolute dream for bird lovers and naturalists. You'll have the opportunity not only to see and photograph these birds, but have the chance to get up close, as these wild animals are very comfortable with visitors to the islands. Tres Los Gemelos. Located in the highlands of Santa Cruz Island, Los Gemelos is surrounded by lush, green vegetation called Scalesia forests. This is also where you can find the famous vermilion flycatcher and such fascinating wildlife such as the short-eared owls. The twins are often referred to as craters, but their formation was due to the collapse of the land beneath and not the eruption of the volcano. Nevertheless, its beauty is still undeniable with its geologic structures and lush green forest, in contrast with the black and gray volcanic walls. 4. Snorkeling and scuba diving. If you're an aquatic enthusiast, the Galapagos boasts an incredible diversity of marine wildlife. Scuba diving and snorkeling is a must when visiting Santa Cruz, San Cristobal, and Isabela Islands. With beautifully colorful fishes, playful penguins, and even sea lions, the underwater utopia can be just as alluring as the world above it. Aindam Nile, Cruz lava tubes, beautiful tunnels formed by lava that flowed downslope and cooled, forming an insulating crust that kept the interior lava hot and running. As the eruption subsided, the molten lava drained out of the end, leaving a hollow chamber that are kilometers long. Explore these fascinating structures and marvel at Mother Nature's work. It's best to explore with a guide and be sure to bring sturdy shoes as it can be slippery inside, and some areas may require some crawling. 6. Bahia Tortuga, Turtle Bay. With crystal clear waters, pearly white sands, and abundant wildlife, it's no wonder Bahia Tortuga is one of the most popular destinations in the Galapagos. But people don't go to Tortuga Bay just to play beach games and get a tan. Travelers visit isolated parts of the beach to witness black turtles lay eggs for the month of November and February. These eggs hatch and baby black turtles make their way to sea between June and July. 7. La Loberia. Located on San Cristobal Island, this sea lion-filled beach is another must-see tourist attraction. You can spend the day watching baby sea lions play, or even swim with the beach's residents. But if sea lions aren't your interest, the beach is also home to some fascinating creatures, such as iguanas and frigates. 8. Charles Darwin Research Center. Stationed at Santa Cruz Island and operated by the Charles Darwin Foundation, the Research Center is a must-see for travelers fascinated in Charles Darwin's works. Equipped with an active breeding center and informative displays, the facility strives to create awareness in the preservation of the many species unique to the islands. 9. Los Tuneles, aka Cabo Rosa. Expect to see the famous Galapagos penguins and blue-footed boobies when you tour Los Tuneles, which is a series of small islets located near Isabel Island. Apart from marveling over the emerald waters, you'll also have the pleasure of seeing other wildlife such as marine iguanas, white tip sharks, sea lions, and even Galapagos turtles. 10th hike at Sierra Negra Volcano. The Sierra Negra is one of the most active volcanoes in the Galapagos, with the last eruption in 2005. You aren't likely to see any lava flowing, but you will have the opportunity to explore thermal vents, the landscape of lava fields, fumaroles, and other captivating geologic features. Stop for a snack near Volcan Chico. Overall, the Galapagos Islands are a breathtaking archipelago in the Pacific Ocean, renowned for their unique wildlife and pristine landscapes. As a living laboratory of evolution made famous by Charles Darwin, they offer close encounters with species like giant tortoises, marine iguanas, and blue-footed boobies. With its unparalleled natural beauty and ecological significance, the Galapagos Islands are a true paradise for nature lovers and adventurers. Also, check the description below. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe.